great that you had this happen. I didn't really understand it, and then I think my manager, Joseph Kimby, kind of explained it to me. And he was saying that you guys basically have, basically like fake money that you can invest and see what actual real stocks are going and how the stock market works, which I thought was very essential because, first of all, they don't even teach taxes in school. Right. A lot of people, they don't understand any of those business aspects. Even a lot of rappers that have all this money, they end up running out of money because they don't invest in stock and, they don't buy property and they don't do these things that they should be doing with their money. So when I found out that you guys are doing that, it was extremely interesting to me. I think I've definitely learned a lot about, the stock market. And I think it's a great thing, not just for, kids, but there's definitely just adults out there that have no idea about stocks and never cared about them. They always thought they were silly. And, they work a typical 9 to 5 and they just go home and that's what they do.
Taylor, I mean, you've experienced some success early on, especially like with your music. Can you tell the viewers like how you did everything and how you structure your company? Because I think it's very interesting compared to like what a lot of other artists are doing right now.
It started at a very young age. Clearly, just having a love for music and everything that kind of went into it. And we started making music. I remember the first way we started doing it was we were at this library downtown called Media, and we would record for free and whatnot. And then eventually I started to get some traction, started to get a fan base. That's before even SoundCloud, so we were using YouTube. And, that went on to have me doing shows and doing little special guest appearances. And then I started headlining shows in Chicago. Then they started selling out. Then I started making, a little bit more money. I started to be able to put more money into, the product in terms of what studio we use, what kind of mixing, what kind of production. That expanded and that turned into, starting to do shows outside of Chicago and sell them out. And that turned out to, going on tour with people like Tory Lanez. And then that came back to me working on, the Restoration of American Idol project, which is my newest project. And, doing nationwide headlining sold out tours, but kind of like the midst of that, basically we started a company, Taylor Bennett Entertainment, which is my record label. And the reason why we started was because we felt like artists should be on the forefront of controlling their product and how they sell their music. It was a very interesting kind of procedure because very often in the music industry, rappers. And not just rappers, just musicians all in one don't really know or care to know what's going on behind the scenes of them just being in the studio and them just being on stage. They like to have things paid for them, and I can understand that because it makes you feel good. But for me, I felt like, it was something that I wanted to do. I like to be in control. I like to know where my money's going. I like to keep track of my business. And, I saw it as a big opportunity. So.
Yeah.
When you guys gonna let me donate some money to you guys? What's up with that?
I mean.